a great tour with our guide Miriam. This was my second tour with her and she nailed this one as well. She provided a lot of info throughout the tour and answered all our queries. We got to make churchkhela after a quick demo by her. The wine tasting was at 2 places. We got to taste local spices and honey at the one's shop. Then we had a short stop at a local bakery and tried bread, gel, and cheese. Post Street. Nino Cathedral. We did another short stop at Sighnaghi City Viewpoint. We had a 30 minutes walking tour in Sighnaghi where we visited the memorial for Georgian soldiers who died in World War II. The lunch was at a nice restaurant with a great view. The food was nice and they accepted card. Post lunch we did a short walk on the Sighnaghi Wall. The tour is well planned and you get enough time at each spot. The tour ended at Sighnaghi Wall. It's 1.5 hours drive back to Tbilisi. I would recommend to do this tour before Kazbegi tour as that one is more scenic. Luckily, the weather was good, so it was the best for a day trip, and the guide Nicholas's explanation of the history of the tourist spots while moving was very kind and detailed. It was crowded because it was the weekend, so I think I missed the viewpoints I expected. The Georgian Chronicles, the Churchill Experience, and the Bodbe Monastery were great. I wish I had explored Sighnaghi village a little more. However, the day trip to Kakheti was an unforgettable and good memory. Definitely worth it. It was a lovely trip. Miriam made my whole day, very professional and well knowledgeable as well as perfect English. She is one of the best guide I have ever met in many countries. Miriam. For Miriam. The day trip was well planned. The guide Miriam was very knowledgeable and experience was good. Wine tasting was a good experience too. Amazing experience, totally worth the money, transfer, guide, entire group all were very nice and kind, value for money. Vitus travel. This tour is a scam. I didn't go to Badurai. I skipped breakfast because they said they'd eat the first course, bread, and I starved until 2 o'clock. I arrived at the Georgian Chronicle at 10 o'clock in the morning, which was supposed to be at sunset. The view is better when you go at sunset. However, since I didn't go to Badurai, they changed the order and made the product a mess. So I drank a few glasses of canned wine at 12 o'clock on an empty stomach and tried a few gelas. And it wasn't even a winery, but a Makali house in a rural village in Korea. There's also Bodbe Monastery, Sighnaghi, and Sighnaghi Wall, all in the same place, but it looks like there are a lot of tourist courses, which is a scam. I heard they stopped by a few wineries. They didn't go to the winery until 5 o'clock and suddenly went to a country restaurant under the guise of a winery and served food. The decisive factor was that everyone in the team except me was Russian, so they didn't speak English. Anyway, I ate because I was hungry. It's excessive to say that it's a meal included in the 66 lari product. Finally 60 lari added.